next speaker is Brian. Fun facts about Brian. He doesn't like fireworks. It's a bummer. But so do a lot of people. I'm a big fan. Anyway, he also loves Pottinger. So if you guys haven't checked out Pottinger, you ought to do that. And if he was to be in the Olympics, he would be a curler. I still don't know what that is. Oh, one guy does. Okay. Yay! So let's give a big hand, please, for Brian.
So one day, my boss, the Colorado Secretary of State's office, came to me and said, we want to start a program to get more information in the hands of business owners. And then he asked me to create that program. And that program became Go Code Colorado. Go Code Colorado is a program that's nationally recognized and internationally recognized. And it challenges entrepreneurs to help other entrepreneurs by taking data from the state and turning it into apps. It also galvanizes a community. But for me, it was about an entrepreneur telling her story of failing and then having those entrepreneurs build apps that help other people like her. It was about a high school student leading his team to the finals at Go Code. It was about building this team of amazing people and innovators to help make that program real and for us to do things that had never been done before in the entire state and the entire United States. It was about three people, my friends Elaine, Rayhan, and Aaron, who were great colleagues. And Elaine, who kept me sane through the whole process and ran a great program, a bunch of events. Rayhan, who is my conciliary, and my Tom Hagen. And Aaron, who gave Go Code Colorado its soul. And in that program, it was amazing. It was a high point in my career. But at the end of it, I decided it was time for me to leave. And I quit. And I quit because I had a good opportunity. And I also knew that Go Code could go ahead for without me and be successful. And at the same time that Go Code was happening, my marriage of 8 years was ending. It started like most marriages. It was happy and with a lot of promises. Or promises. And we were both freshly minted lawyers. And Stacy, she started as a public defender, and I started with the state. And soon we welcomed a new member to our family, Lydia, our daughter. And things were going well for a while. We were good parents. We were good husband and wife. Stacy worked a lot, but she still was present for us. And I did my best to support her and then also act as the primary caregiver to her daughter. But over time, we started to grow apart, and a distance formed. And then we began fighting, and we struggled, we fought some more, we struggled, we separated, we got back together, we separated again. And eventually we realized that we were both good people, but together as a couple, we diminished each other. And so in December of 2014, after 8 years of struggle, we ended our marriage. So quitting is really hard, and it's risky. And there's a lot of challenges to it, especially in a society that says quitters never win and winners never quit. And a society where failure is perfectly acceptable as long as you don't give up. But sometimes you have to do it. But there's no guarantees in those decisions when you quit. Sometimes it doesn't work out. The professional opportunity I took didn't pan out quite as the way I thought. It was a good opportunity, but it just didn't work. And I began to regret that decision. I got caught up in the weeds of my regret, and I lost sight of the fact that maybe, just maybe, I was still on the path to a brighter future. But the other side of quitting is that quitting could actually end up being a good thing. So that in that December, when my marriage ended, I lost a spouse, but I gained back a friend, and we both became better parents for Lydia. So we all face challenges in life, and sometimes you have to keep going through your challenges. It's persevering. Like, if you're on a mountain, you probably don't want to give up until you get to the bottom. It's just a little bit of advice. But sometimes you gotta look at what you're doing. And if you're in a negative space, maybe it's a good idea to quit. maybe it's a good time to move on or move forward. And then you can look at that quitting as being a dawn of a new day. And then in that dawn, you can look and you can think about it, and you can know that there's a decision that you have to make. And that sometimes that decision is a good thing. And you have to move forward through that. And just maybe the beginning of that new world is just by saying, thank you very much.